Crikey, mate, have a look at this.
G'day everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in to another stream of The Bazaar. We have very recently hit the legend rank. We are rank 7,401. We did do a little bit of offline or off-stream playing just to test out some theories, but yeah, 7,401, so pretty stoked about that. But without further ado, we are going to rip in to a little bit more Mac in that legend rank. Believe it or not, I actually had a dream about this game last night. So I have something that I want to try. I don't know how we're going to achieve it, but if given the opportunity, I definitely want to give it a crack. We're going to go for the reagent. That's terrible. I really want something toxic there. We're up against Fanged Inglet. Hope everyone is having an awesome Sunday or awesome weekend so far. Appreciate your viewership. If you have any games that you want me to play, anything you want me to do on stream, feel free to let me know. Always happy to take suggestions. What do we got? Turbo Quill, that looks kind of cool. Fiery Rainbow Potion. Heavy Venomander. Turbo, Quill and Ink. Let's go for the heavy. Let's see what we got here. Sands of Time, Thurable. Gonna roll. Sure, we'll take Venomander. It's a silver, gets us a silver heavy. We had a really nice run before this. Obviously it was off stream, so I didn't record it. But we ended up finding a yo-yo, and then using the yo-yo, we had a toxic spider mace, and combined that with Poppy Field and a Covenant Raven. And it was insane. And an assembler, atmospheric assembler. So it was just a beautiful build. Very quick damage, everything with a runic potion as well for the lifesteal. Yeah, it was pretty sick. Wish I filmed it, but unfortunately didn't. But we're definitely getting, obviously being in Legend is one thing, but definitely getting a much better grip on how to play Mac, the tricks and the trade strategies, all of that kind of stuff. Obviously still definitely getting used to him, but I feel like we're starting to justify actually being in this rank. That is awesome. Beautiful timing on that. I am going to use the Catalyst here. That's super frustrating, just because that doesn't work quite with the build. But obviously having 20 poison at this point in the game is insanely strong. We're going to combine that with that. So we're doing 12, 20, 32 every 7 seconds. Not stellar, but it will do the job. we get 58? It should be 12, it should be 32. Four times 3. Ah, it critted. Oh, right, because it's next to the iodized lightning. So one of those critted. That's awesome. I did not even think about that. That's actually... yeah, that's freaking cool. We will go to Finn's. We'll get a bronze tier item. Totally fine. We'll grab a small weapon as well. Nice. Pop that in there. Surprisingly, this is becoming very similar to what I did last round. So I'm really not opposed to kind of pushing down this line. Just with having a heavy Venamander works brilliantly. Toxic Water and Pestle. Just really should have put the Spider Mace next to it here. That's definitely a misplay. On my side, I think we're still good here, but yeah, definitely a misplay. Certainly opens up the option for getting a magic carpet as well. So move that there, go to Sells Weapons, let's see what we get. Awesome. Covenant, yeah, this is very, very similar to how we played our previous build. I will grab Covetous Raven there. I will also grab Shard of Obsidian. So we'll run like so. I'm contemplate. I'll roll this. When you slow, this gains +2 burn for the fire. It starts flying. We do have the heavy Venamander. I don't know if I particularly want to go down the path of a slow build. But definitely have the option for that. Alright, so run like so. This procs off of enchanted items activating as well, which certainly works for us. I may run that as such. Do I want letter opener? Probably not. I don't know if I'm going to go down the path of magic carpet, but I guess we'll just grab it. Just to have a silver item for one. Poison item where we got rainbow potion. Giant Mosquito definitely gives us some slow items. I don't know whether or not we can take it on. I think we're still gonna give it a crack though. Alright, let's see how we go. Insane build. It's definitely like one of the harder fights for how early on it is. Definitely the lifesteal is helping us. I think we're good here, yeah, sweet. Rose, thank you so much. I really appreciate the follow. That brings us so much closer to affiliate, so super duper appreciate that. I've got my Discord up above, so if you want to chuck me a follow, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great weekend. Do we want to go to Curio? That is the question here. We can get a Relic. Relic definitely works with Covetous Raven here. But getting a large item from Curio obviously sets us up really nicely for moving forward. Likewise, Bazball game gives us a bit of gold. We're going to go play some Bazball. We're down by 2. Down by 2 again. Down by 1. We got the win. We're up by 1. When you use a small item, charge this 1 second. It is a toy apparel weapon. I don't hate it. I don't know how to utilize it in a Mac build though. That's the only thing. But I guess we can figure that out. I am going to upgrade the Covetous Raven here just because it goes up in damage so massively. And we'll go see Valpak. Do I want the Alembic? That is a good question. This definitely is an interesting situation because getting the Alembic, get a Catalyst, transform the small items to the left of this into a potion. Getting some potion generation now is kind of good, but I don't. Nah, I think we're gonna continue on this path. I'm gonna get Flying Potion purely just to hold it, and we're gonna bring that back in as like so. Yep, I'm happy with that. And we're gonna go up against Dion. 20 followers, we're so close. Thank you so much to everyone who has followed, who has supported the stream in any way. 5 followers away from affiliate, that's absolutely mental. If we can get 1 follow per day for the next 5 days, I'll be over the moon. Get the W there, that's awesome. We will start looking for a runic potion soon. What do we want to do here? We'll start with that one. We're obviously going to re-roll that. We use the potion to the. We use the weapon to the left of this poison. Awesome. So we'll chuck that there for actually. I think we're going to do it like so. And then what's casting most there? Yeah, like so. Heavy Venomander poisons and slows. I don't mind that. I think we hold that and we'll start re-rolling for other things. Medium items. What do we got here? Upgrading the Aladel really doesn't do anything for us. I don't know if we want the runic double bow yet. So I think we're going to reroll here. That's totally fine. We'll leave that. And let's go to see Arkan Barkan. Poison enchant on the Palanquin. I think poison enchant on the Palanquin essentially turns it No, we won Poppy Field. So we're gonna grab the Idol of Decay. We will sell the letter opener. I can't work out how to get the Piggles launcher working quite yet. But we will go Blood Reef Raider. We'll buy some more poison items in a little bit. That gives us Catalyst. I am going to roll this just because the crit effect doesn't actually make a huge difference for us quite yet. Yeah, we're going to run that as such. Having this as an item is actually probably more beneficial because it does proc our Covetous Raven. So now pretty much most of our items are enchanted. Obviously if we can get a heavy or a poison on the Spider Mace, that's really going to make this build. Ideally we get ammo stash here and that will set us up for a runic potion. We got ammo stash, stoked. That's brilliant. And we'll go with supply cache. Aerodrome looks good here. Fight a monster. Why not? Let's get some XP underneath us. Hopefully we get 1 XP. This is going to be incredibly difficult because we're severely underleveled for this fight. We got 1 XP. You know, I'm happy with that. We're fighting a battle that we can't win. Obviously, Thick Hide would have been absolutely unreal there, but I think we did really well for the challenge that we were given. Just buying items here to stack up our Idol of Decay. I do want to buy Philosopher's Stone just for the Catalyst. But that does cost 4, so I think we're just going to leave that. I'm liking the build so far though, it does look good. Hope everyone is enjoying the stream today. If you did have any feedback or any suggestions on how to make the stream better for you guys, feel free to let me know. Alright, we got close here. Unfortunately, no cigar. What do we got? 6-6. Okay. Trying to start moving some things around. We didn't have enough space for loot, which is annoying. Remove that. I'm gonna get rid of Piggles Launcher. I just can't figure out how to work that into the build. We'll go for Valpak. Nice. Valpak costs quite a bit to move. However, we do get +1 on the bronze items. I am going to pop that in for now. I will reroll this guy. Nothing good, unfortunately. That's totally fine. Sells weapons. Let's see what you got for us. Spider Mace is awesome. Sword Cane would have been cool. Unfortunately, don't have the gold for it. That's cool. We will go. I'm just gonna check what the best option is here. Supreme Duelist, while you have more than half health, weapons gain 30. Primarily that and gunpowder, that's not too bad. Harkuvian Rocket Trooper, first 3 times you crit each fight, reload another item, 1 ammo. Items have additional crit chance. Shadowed Cloak kind of goes off here. And then we've got Trash Down Mare. Nah, we're gonna go Harkuvian Rocket Trooper. Yeah, if we can get Shadowed Cloak, Gold Shadowed Cloak here, definitely makes the build. Because if we can put enchant this with poison, put that next to a Spider Mace with Heavy Venom next to that, with a Poppy Field, we're just going to create a loop. First 3 times you crit each fight, reload another item, 1 ammo. Not too shabby. We got a silver tier item. Sells medium items. What do you got for us? When you poison, gain 2 regen for the fight. We use a potion. At the start of each day, get a catalyst. Catalysts have value +1. I do quite like that item actually, so we're gonna grab that. Regen. And we're gonna go up against the Duelster. Lord Smiles. I think if we can get some kind of very close to proccing now, unfortunately just a little bit too slow. If we can get a heavy flying potion, I think with a boiling flask that will set this build on fire. But it's definitely a fun build to try and figure out and work out how best to make everything synergize. When you win a fight, it gains 3 value. Weapons have damage equal to the side's value. Fire Claw is cool. 6 to roll here is probably too expensive for our taste. What do we want to do here? Let's go medium items. We'll see what we can get. I think I like the Riz here. I like the Riz here, and then I like kind of restructuring this build a little bit. Semi-such. No way to... How do we... Oh my gosh. To get an atmospheric sampler, like so early in the game, is absolutely insane. Additionally, with infused braces, our build is essentially finished. When you poison yourself, your weapons gain damage for the fight equal to the amount poisoned. The weapon to the left has lifesteal. So that essentially takes over the heavy venom. Alright, this is absolutely mental. I can't even think what to do. So we need 24 gold total. How do we want our board to look? How many spaces do we have? Let's work out all of this first. So we'll bring all that out like so. So we can imagine that we don't even need a runic potion right now. So first things first, we got infused braces here, as opposed to heavy venom. Because when this activates, this will poison. When you poison yourself, weapons gain damage. Okay. Maybe we put... This is interesting. I want this here. That's fine there. That's there. That's there. That's all good. We don't necessarily need a runic potion anymore. So we still have 3 slots here. Whether that's... Oh no, because we have atmospheric sampler, so we have infused braces here, bang bang bang, atmospheric sampler here, potion there. That's it. So I'm just gonna roll this, see if we can get an item that's even better. Okay, that's absolutely insane of a roll. We are going to sell Idol of Decay. We have the Heavy Venomander. I think I prefer... Actually, I think that is a sell because of how much gold that is worth. And we don't have the space. We don't have the space to keep that. So that goes. We got a heavy item here. Oh, actually, we'll roll this. See if we can get that into something a bit better. No. Alright, so we need 16 gold. Which means 1 plus 4. That gives us 16. And that will leave us with 8 there. Perfect. So that's the 16. I'm just trying to work out if there is seemingly some better way to do this. I think I would rather keep the heavy enchantment. Despite the fact that this isn't doing anything, I think I would rather keep it. Jeff, thanks mate, appreciate it. So we got to get rid of Sifting Pan. We'll get rid of Deadly. And we will... No, we got to keep the Flame Potion. That sucks. But yeah, we're going to get rid of those and bring that in. Because we need things to fly in order to have the atmospheric sampler work correctly. Alright, let's see how this goes. Aggressive is good here. I think we go for Dire Inglet just for aggressive. Wow. Alright, this is awesome. Yeah, to get this build day 6, very, very happy with that. Silver tier skills, what do we got? Leftmost weapon deals plus 30. Sounds brilliant. I didn't see what procced more. Gain 10 regen plus 1 XP, that works out brilliantly. I don't know. We'll relax. And we're going to rip against Tiger Wing. Alright, let's see how this goes. Whichever procs more, obviously, we will move those into those positions. Or whichever one does more damage, essentially, because we want to make sure that we are staying alive. Nice, this is actually looking really solid. Okay, so we're swapping these over. So we'll swap those over like so. I'll grab the temporary boosts. We'll grab extra damage on those. Let's see, Eli, what do you got for us? No, nothing there. Nothing. Yeah, Ghost Pepper when you burn, no. Chili Charles or Sergeant Suds. I think we're just gonna go Chili Charles here. This is purely just for the gold. Icy Hammock is also a great shout if we can get that. Icy Hammock obviously will give us the option to transform that into something that we may actually be able to utilize. We do want to boost the regen. I think a little bit as well. First 5 times you slow each fight charge a poison item. You have 6 regen for each non-weapon item you have. Okiki473, thank you so much for the follow. Super appreciate it. That takes us... Whoa, that takes us to 22 followers. That's insane. We're only 3 away from reaching affiliate, so I really, really appreciate that. Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome. We're going up against Radiant Corsair here. This is definitely going to be a tough fight. I don't know if we have this one yet, but we'll obviously give it a red hot crack. Yeah, no, we're done here. Good effort. How many followers are we at? Are we at 22 followers? So we're 3 away. Wow, so close. Hit legend and affiliate in the same weekend. That'd be absolutely mental. Sells weapons. Let's see what we got here. Alright, floor spike. Floor spike definitely has some utilization here. When you poison yourself, your weapons gain damage for the fight equals to the amount poisoned. The weapon to the left, this has lifesteal with the goop flail as well. Oh, this is difficult. Alright. I'm gonna grab that for now. And we're gonna go up against my waggle. Ma wag ma wag. I don't know what it is. I tried, I got no idea what they're saying. Wow, this person's got some decent skills already lined up. I don't know if we're going to be able to outpace them. Definitely, it's going to be tough. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, we were 1 proc away. Genuinely so close there. If we can upgrade this to diamond, we should be sweet. Alright, what do we got here? We got increase the damage a little bit there. Get rid of that. We'll see if we end up getting any burn or anything like that. We don't really need any catalysts or anything. No, that's fine. Sells medium items. How much crit? Do we have any crit being built? No. There's nothing really for us there. If we can get equivalent exchange here, our build is made. Equivalent exchange, even poppy field here, certainly works. Tier item, let's see what we get. Upgrade a silver or lower tier item, get an extract, sells crit items. Don't know what we want here. I think we just upgrade an item here. I will upgrade the flying potion. Just starts us off a little bit stronger. And we'll browse the merchant stores. Why not? Sells haste, slow, cooldown items here in the region. Purchase an item from this hero. I am gonna roll here. Just to see if there's a pig. I'm hoping we can get a yo-yo. It was, yeah, it was obviously very, what's the word? Very hopeful. But it certainly would have made the build. When you sell a property, this item gains +5. adjacent toys have +1 multicasts. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest decision, but it was worth a crack. Alright, let's see how we go here. I think this is, unfortunately, another L.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
I think we need to prioritize a runic potion. I think that's one of my mistakes here. Yeah. Oh, that was shocking. But we started so well, got so lucky, and we're just hyper fixating as per usual. Wow. Okay. All right. This certainly starts changing things. We'll dig for a free item, definitely. Alright, so now... when you use an enchanted or flying item, charge another enchanted or flying item 1 second inside each fight. When you use an enchanted or flying item, poison 4. This makes everything fly. When any of these activate, when you poison yourself, your weapons gain damage. All our weapons gain damage. I'm going to transform that. We'll sell that. We don't have anything with fire. That's totally fine. When you burn, charge any small item that will charge on a poison or anything that charges, really, is what we're going to want. Private Runabout goes so hard. This goes so hard in a build like this. Improve your poison items, stop it. We will enchant. Oh, this is difficult. Because we could enchant the Riz. Enchanting the Riz goes super hard, but I think if we enchant Floor Spike, because this is doing the job of the Riz for us, so do that. Gives us shield. We'll take that. That's awesome. That is epic. Wow. Okay. It's also now giving us the ability to remove the flying potion. So we'll keep that like so. I'm obviously enchanting the Spider Mace. I will enchant it. I think I will enchant it with shield as well. Actually, I'm going to do burn. We've got shield on the shielded Floor Spike. I'm fine with that. And just for the sake of the build, we'll put that there. I think we go Elite Duelist here for lifesteal. Big Ego gives all weapons lifesteal. That's fine. And weapons platform. We have no large items. So yeah, we're going to go Elite Duelist here. It will be a good opportunity to test out this build. Ideally, where we get rid of Flying Potion, put a Runic Potion in, and substitute Infused Braces for Poppy Field. That's going to give us a lot more scaling. We're not shielding massively, which definitely is a bit of a concern. 210 on the shield there, 31 on the burn. We are getting some good proc though. Yeah, we'll go to Andy. Okay, I'll sell that first. We'll get the catalysts. We can sell that. We'll re-roll here. We got Distilled Sunlight. Interesting. A shiny on anything that we have right now. A shiny on anything that we have right now would just be insane. I'm gonna do it. Holy dooly. That is, okay, that's insane. I did just realize that Infused Braces does not work. That's a huge blunder from my part. I completely misread. That's when you poison yourself. Which means that we certainly do need like a Runic Potion or something along those lines. No Runic Potion here, unfortunately. It is still giving us the lifesteal, which is obviously fantastic. Do we want to keep it there? Not sure what the best positioning is for that, but let's see how we go. I think hopefully this should still be a win, just with having the shiny Spider Mace. We just really need to hunt for a Runic Potion ASAP, and we can then get rid of the Infused Braces. Alright, we're starting to activate, starting to do a bit of poison, getting a little bit of scaling down. Alright, we're starting to... Oh, we just got frozen. Oh no, no, it's so close, it's so close. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so frustrating. It was so close to being a tie. Oh, that's such a cool build too. That's really, really frustrating. A Runic Potion definitely would have saved us there. We did unfortunately go up a little bit in rank. That's super disappointing. But that's alright, we play on. Go see Herma. What's Herma got for us? Got Catalyst. Those small items. What have we got here? Flying Potion. Got some Fire. Why not? We'll go to Pyro. See if we can stack these a little bit. Oh, we are just going to do a short stream today. We do have some chores to do, unfortunately. Being an adult sucks, but that's what we got to do.
I seek the ultimate power. I have no time for you.
Yeah, nice bit of burn there, that's sick. Grab a skill, what do we got? Rightmost item has additional crit chance. Enchanted item, what do we got here? Fiery Tesdinian Dagger. Let's know what I want here. This obviously does no damage, so we may as well just grab this one for the time being. We've already got 2 fiery enchants. So why would we not go for a fiery build? You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Silver tier loot item. All we got is fiery. And we get an extract. It is what it is. We ain't complaining.
You are merely a step on the ladder I must climb.
Do we want to get a fiery totem? Or eternal torch, sorry.
Take your time. I'm pretty ready.
Bomb.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy it.
When you say the words, you are listened to.
If it's not right, bring it back. I'll watch.
Gain 1 income. Yep. Economy, unfortunately, is not our strong point. And we're gonna grab Show Globe in there. And we'll grab that as well. I don't think we can outburn Eccentric Aetheryte, so we'll go like so. The burn actually works great with the fiery crocodile tears. Because it will do a decent amount of burn, I feel,
Waste of my time.
if we can get off a fair bit of damage quickly.
I do have
Go here. Go here. Nice. That's awesome. Still small items. Hopefully we can get a few burn items. What do we need? We still need 4 burn items. Grab that. Grab that. I will go to the next page. Yes, it's not smart. That's fine. Oh, we can use this. Beautiful. We are 3 followers away from affiliate, so if you're new, please hit that follow so that we can celebrate reaching legendary and affiliate in the same weekend. That'd be absolutely insane. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Bit more gas, boom, done. Got him. Source non-weapon items. Nothing I want there. Take the flying potion. Sells potions, yes please. I really didn't expect to have a potion distillery option so early on, which is certainly frustrating. I can't afford it, and I can't in good conscience buy it, unfortunately. We are going to go Dabbling Apprentice. We do need 1 more burn item, so a fire potion here or bottled lightning would be brilliant. Really anything here I'd be super happy with. I'm fine. Nice. Upgrade monster item. We will upgrade the Eternal Torch. And we'll get a small burn item. Rainbow Potion. Definitely can't complain about that. That's also going to boost up our Fireflies, so it's a bit of a win-win. Yeah, I think for now we'll run like so. I'm pretty sure this will be a pretty big stack. I feel like the amount of regen that we will get off of each potion, activating Show Globe, should be enough to kind of lock in here. Maybe not.
Like my
Wow, okay.
another round.
Crocodile Tears comes in clutch. 42 burn on that too. That's not too bad.
If I I hope you find me
Nice. This is kind of excellent right now. I think we go Outlandish Dervish for crit and CDR. None of the options were particularly great, but I feel like this is one of the better of them.
You have the metal to be dervish.
Gold, that's fine. I'm gonna go with Cinders here. Crit.
Proud of you.
And we'll swap this around. Still small items, sure. Me. Grab that. This really throws me off, this kind of angle. Just having everything in like backwards order, I guess. I don't know why it just looks so odd to me. But we got right eye and left eye, so we probably actually should have had Show Globe and Eternal Torch on opposite sides. We'll see what scales better. I'm actually not 100%.
No ball.
That's a well stacked Langsian. Monster skills. That's awesome, so early. First time you freeze each fight, slow all enemy items for 1 second. That's epic with Fireflies. That could actually scale brilliantly with Fireflies, so I do definitely want to. Wow. Okay, this just got really interesting. We'll A the caravan. We'll go Kyber Commander. I don't know if he's still. First time an enemy uses a weapon, charge your items 1 second. That's fine. Okay, let's see how this works. Boom. Huge scaling just then. Wow, that's pretty solid actually. And that's only bronze. So we're definitely gonna try and definitely gonna try and scale those. Hopefully find get a gold tier loot item. Pivot shield, don't want that. Get a slow item, that's what we get. Alright, let's see how we go up against Damo 68. That just hit 50. Yeah, that skill with our fireflies is just insane. If we can work out some way to haste our fireflies, this build is just getting redonkulous. I'm not opposed to some slow here either. When this or an adjacent item slows, haste down to left this for 1 second. So we're getting smelling salts. So we go bang, bang, bang. That gives other items burn. That's totally fine. We can get rid of that in place for that. I just want to get this to multicast, so I think that's more crucial. I do love a boiling flask, I'm sorry, but boiling flasks are the bee's knees of any build, any Mac build. Oh. With another potion distillery. Alright, we're going to change this up a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Double burn. It's just so much. We just need slow. All about the slow right now. And we can whack that in. Change that. We go like that. Do I want potion distillery? I think I want a potion distillery here so that I can enchant the rainbow potions, or have some form of enchanted rainbow potion. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna pop these like there, like that, reroll, see what we get. The Athanor here as well, whilst we have... Oh, this just changes it now, because it's just such an easy... it is so easy just to go like that. Whack the Athanor in there. And you're kind of laughing. I want to stick with what we've done, what we're building. I think it's just more fun. And that is why we play the Bazaar, is to be creative, have a bit of fun, and see what weird and wacky combos we can come up with. Who is the best regarding a burn build here? I didn't realize how, like, I'm running with that. A little bit better. There we go. Who's the best regarding a burn build here? That's... what day are we up to? We're up to day 6. Zookeeper, we use a friend. We don't have friends. What else we got? We got Trash Golem? No. Pig. Foreman. We use a tool. Items adjacent to it gain crit. Okay. And Lone Shark. Let's just go Zookeeper. If we can get Salamander Pup here, that would be so epic to put on our fiery Firefly. Fiery Firefly. I'm happy with that. This is working brilliant. Purchase an item from the Dual Star. What can we get from the Dual Star? At the start of each fight, your cores start flying. When you use a flying item, haste an item for 1 second. When you use another friend, no. When you slow, haste an item for 1 second. And this slows. When you slow, hasten, so that gets rid of smelling salts. These slow. We can move that out. We need 12. We need 6. I don't want to get rid of Eternal Torch yet. I'm not convinced. I will get rid of 2, 4, 6. And we get Pylon. Silver tier skills. We're going Gunner, no doubt, no doubt. I am going to go skill upgrades. In case Chilling Touch is there. It's not. I will upgrade Left Eye. No. I will upgrade Right Eye. Okay. And we're going to move that there. If I can get a Fiery Slow potion, I think I will. as opposed to a rainbow potion just because of the cooldown reduction. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing right now. This is a totally new build to me. I've never seen anything like it before. When you slow hasten item for 1 second, we've got some decent freeze mechanic going on. The burn on this is insane. This is turning into something. I think we're looking for atmospheric sampler now and removing this corner here. I think that's the strat. What do I want to do here? Get a small. I want a shiny rainbow potion, so I'm going to the shop purely with the intent of trying to find that. What does Annex Trooper have? When you burn, your items gain plus 2% crit chance for the fight. That's good. Cooldown 4 seconds, burn both players. Annex Trooper kind of works. Treasure Turtle. Sides. I don't know if we can beat Annex Trooper. He's obviously got good skills, but Treasure Turtle's not too bad either. Annex Trooper's just such a gamble with the crit chance there. We're definitely, next opportunity, we're obviously upgrading the Fireflies. Incredibly strong, but we're just not maximizing the scaling potential on that by having that still at bronze. Upgrade a silver or lower tier item. Perfect opportunity. Teach us gold tier skills. What have we got here? First 4 times use a potion, charge a weapon, or burn item 1 second. Brilliant. And then we dig for a free item. When your items run out of ammo, deal 100 damage. The item to the left, this has plus 100% crit chance and 1 max ammo. The item to the left is an ammo item. Crit, reload, none of those really appeal to me here. When you sell this, your leftmost item gains plus 6 damage. No. I may grab dock lines. I am just gonna I'm gonna reroll. Oh. When you slow hasten item for 1 second, we're getting heaps of slow straight off. Yeah, I'm gonna grab dock lines there, and I'm gonna sub that out here. Dock lines is purely a temporary solution. We're just really trying to scale this as much as we can. Every time we slow, we're gaining plus 6 burn. So that should scale absolutely massive. Get a bit of freeze off. We're not shielding or healing at all, so we do need to be faster. That is the only downside of this build so far that I'm seeing.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
What do we got here?
Oh, the floor is free. I like the exercise.
If we had kept that Eternal Torch, actually, that wouldn't have been the worst thing. That's fine. We'll go to Barkin, Arkin Barkin. Definitely contemplating just putting Cauldron in as a temporary. But I think we're going to save our Econ for what we actually need. Which is, if I can remember, Atmospheric Sampler, of course. We're gonna go Oasis Guardian here, just for the regen. They give us, yeah, 100 regen. Actually, the Magnus Femur would also work here if we were to bink it. I don't know if we will, but we'll see. No, doesn't matter. Sells large items, let's see. That's super interesting. I want to see how this develops.
With enough power, I will defeat death itself.
Drop lines. Sells haste, slow, cooldown items. We're gonna go to BazaarCon, see what Bazaar has to offer. We get 3 small enchanted items. The CDR on that is just crazy. The shiny shrinking potion, I just think is insanely strong because we're stacking 3 times, reducing an enemy's max health by 15% for the fight. So let's say we have 1,000 health, we reduce it by 150, right? So it goes down to 850. Then we reduce it by 85. So then it goes down, no. 85 plus 42.5 so 122.5. I just think it could be quite substantial. Like, let's work on 2,200 just roughly. Let's just say we take down 2,000. So we'll take off 200, goes down to 2,000. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's just whack that in there. Whack that there. We'll see what happens. I want to get two, ideally, two of these. But for now, let's just see how this goes. The sleeping potion as well has a 4-second cooldown on it, so it definitely activates a lot quicker, which is nice. That's crazy that the refractor is stronger than the rest of the build.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that fine on. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. I cannot carry all this. I'm a very old man.
All right. Rotate those around. See what JJ has for us. Okay. I am going to change that around like so. And we're going to go Void Knight. I just really want to see how this works in practice. I've really got no idea what to anticipate, but kind of crazy though to go from 3,000 down to 1,000, but we just couldn't do enough burn. Improve your heal and regen items. Do we have any heal or regen items? No. Sell haste slow cooldown items. We have a fiery rainbow potion now. Alright, so that's going to scale better, which is nice. Your non-weapon item cooldowns are decreased by 1 second. almost feel like that's... I almost feel like that's almost a stronger play. I am... We'll flick that. Let's see how this goes. I think definitely with the Sapphire, it becomes stronger. I really want to find another shrinking potion. I think having double shrinking potions on the boiling flask with some form of a haste mechanic is going to be absolutely insane.
Well, I'll admit, that was
We got really lucky there. I don't know how, but that was way too close. I think I'm gonna enchant the pylon with heal. I think that's what I want to do when you slow heal 30. Not great, but it'll do. Fill small items, let's see what we get. When you haste or slow, charge this 1 second, gain 75 max health for the fight. That kind of works. Get rid of that. I think I may put that in instead of the shrinking potion. Now. So. That's pop that there, and we'll see what's in the next page. No, nothing worth. Not worth selling our inventory for. We will go against the Awakened Primordial just because we have a deck that pretty much, when you use a small item, haste to burn, poison, or freeze item 1 second. It's, yeah, that's the skill we want. That's the skill we need. Yeah, we've got some decent scaling health-wise. We are healing pretty well. Obviously just took a massive hit from Awakened Primordial. Hopefully we can just beat him. It looked like he was just about to cast, but that freeze definitely saved us. Fiery Firefly is kind of trash, and I'm only just realizing that. We also have no real, like, burn build here, I guess you could kind of say. When using an adjacent item, charge this 3 seconds. Okay. At the start of each fight, the item to the left of this starts firing the vehicle. The item to the left of this is a vehicle, and its cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds. First time you fall below half health, freeze this. Restorative Assault, adjacent items gain plus 15% crit for the fight. Heal 20. Get rid of that. When using an adjacent item, charge this 3 seconds. This burns equal to damage. This has no scaling. It also would be epic. definitely the icy thrusters. Getting an icy enchant right now would be absolutely sick. So I think I'm gonna go with that first, just because that complements the build the most. First 4 times use a potion each fight, charge a weapon or burn item 1 second. That's perfect, because now we can drop these in. First time you freeze, each fight slow all enemy items. This is slowing and freezing, slowing and freezing. And all our crit is going onto Fiery Fireflies. Additional freeze, and that is activating. This surprisingly looks quite decent. And that's essentially getting insta-charged. Let's see. We need an adjacent item burn too. I'll leave it as, leave the build as is. I don't think we're getting any extra items
I seek the
after.
Will you get me any closer?
Go ahead. Underestimate.
I don't think we're getting any items like the start of a new day. So let's just see how this goes. This could be super duper interesting. 4 seconds on the cast, definitely still a little bit slow. Oh, we are getting blitzed here. Jeez, that's a sick build. Yeah, we got inst permafreezed. Go to enchantment location. What do we got? Enchanted item with poison effect. Enchanted item with crit. What do we got? We'll just enchant this with poison, I guess. Skills unique to Mac. What do we got? Poison items have +3, burn items have more. First 4 times you regen. Don't love any of those. We'll get rid of incendiary rounds. Reload here. We need slow, freeze, burn. Get a final renewal. We're gonna go explosive potions here.
I have stood on this age. I have no fear.
Aerodrome. Fight a monster. I want skills. Joyful Jack will be sick right now. Joyful Jack will give us equivalent exchange. Facts for Lychee. Yeah, equivalent exchange right now definitely makes this build. No way. When you heal or gain regen, charge a poison item 1 second. These are just going to go.
Hello there. Come to learn from a real alchemist?
This gets interesting now, because when you use a potion, deal 25 damage. When you reload or transform a potion, this gains 25 damage. So every time that these activate, this will heal. When this heals, this will reload, and it's just going to be a bit of a weird cycle. So I'm contemplating capitalizing on that. Plus, these are 4-second cooldowns, these are 6, so we want that for sure. Really, it's a difficult decision. We're also basing it charge a weapon or burn item. That is our. Let's leave it. Trash Titan is our go-to here. Yeah, because we want Juggler. Juggler once again with these. We really just need the atmospheric sampler right now. That's
A waste of my time.
genuinely what is missing from this build.
But I do have plenty.
Yo-Yo. Junkyard Lance. Sell the Junkyard Lance. Okay, gold tier item. What do you got for us? The Riz. Riz is not what we need. One more chance. Start of each day, upgrade a potion of the lower tier and get a catalyst. Yes, please. Right, now we're going to get rid of these. We're going to hold on to that. I want to recast that one. Scales, no, no. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think we still struggle here. I think we need atmospheric sample. I think we're too slow. Because we have nothing charging our sleeping potions. We do have haste mechanic. We have heal mechanic.
I take no apprentice. None have proved worthy.
Yeah.
Even Zosia
Nothing
will have to admit
making them activate faster.
that's good.
Hindsight probably should have got scales. But hey, that still worked out great. Alright, on that, we're going to wrap up the stream for today. A little short one, as I said, I got a few chores and errands to run around the house. So we are going to call it a night. But thank you so much for everyone and anyone who tuned in. Hope you all had a great time, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.